everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is about your future spouse and specifically the 6 different qualities or attributes your spouse might possess, which might help you identify them easier if you come across them. So for this reading, I got 3 piles for you guys to choose from. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to, and after selecting your pile, you guys can use the timestamps for it in the description box below to jump ahead to your reading to see exactly what unique qualities your future spouse might possess. So let's get straight into your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what 6 unique qualities your future spouse might possess. So we're starting off with the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. And we have the Empress. Okay, so what this tells me, pile 1, the first unique quality that I'm seeing for your future spouse is that they're going to have a love for children that is not, that's not something that you see every day. I mean, there are some people who, they're just levels of how much people love children. Somebody loves children a lot, somebody doesn't love children a lot, but your future spouse would have a great fondness for kids. And I'm also seeing that they might be working in a setting which would involve kids. So that is something I find that would be like really unique to them, because not something that you come across a lot. But I do see that they might be into healthcare relating to kids, or they might just do something for kids a lot. Like their life will be surrounded by, with the service of kids. On the other hand, I see with this kite over here, I think that your future spouse might even have a fondness for flying kites, or the bird kite. That might be something that might be a favorite of theirs. They might just love kites, or they just love to fly kites. They love the whole idea behind kites. Maybe when you go to their house, they might have, a kite collection, or there might be some kites here and there, which would really, and if you just ask them why you have so many kites, they probably will just tell you that they enjoy, going around, they enjoy traveling, or they just love kites because they are so cute and colorful. Right? Let's see what else is unique about your spouse. We have the King of Chalices, which is the King of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. All right, so I feel like, your future spouse, pile 1, they will have the ability to actually, make people feel better emotionally. Like they will know it. Like I was like, look at this, you guys got kids here once again. So I'm getting this vibe that, they are going to be emotional healers. Not just some of your future spouse might be physical healers, but most of them, more prominently, what I'm seeing here is that they'll be able to heal people spiritually and emotionally. When you're just talking to them, all your worries, all your horrors, whatever troubles you're going through, you guys are going to be able to just let go. Like, you won't even know how that person did it, but you're just talking to them and they're just talking to you like normal, like a casual conversation. Nothing, out of this world. You're not like going to them and going like, okay, this is what I need to talk to you about. Okay, and you have to like give me a solution to it. No, you're just talking, having a normal everyday conversation, and next thing you know, with the way they're talking to you, with the way they're treating you, all your worries just vanish. And you just have a new outlook in life, and you're just like, how did that even happen? Like they gave you it was like you went to a therapist, you told that therapist everything, and you come out of their office feeling so much better and having a new perspective on life, on this world in general. But with this one, you don't have to book a formal appointment. You're just talking to this person, and the way they talk, I feel like they might be an artist. They might be an art teacher in some school, so that could be like something unique to them that might help you identify them when you meet them. And you can clearly see that children surround this person. Your spouse will be surrounded by children, be it their children, be it not their children. They're going to be surrounded. Kids will just love your spouse. Your spouse will have this natural ability to attract children and make them smile, make them feel better. There's wow, this person loves kids and kids love this person. That's the main unique thing that I'm seeing. And whoever, especially when if a kid gets hurt, the kid would definitely rush to your future spouse, because they know that, your future spouse has the ability to take their pain away. And that is not something that, that everybody can do. Not everybody can take people's pain away, but your future spouse, pile one, they will definitely have that ability. They would, just with their touch, just with their smile, just with their love, they'll be able to heal whoever comes to them. And I really feel like they just kind of, are in service of children. They're always just serving children, making sure that, they're learning new things. They are, they're feeling secure in themselves. Probably your future spouse might even be an advocate for troubled children, or whatever problems, children face these days, young or old, doesn't matter. It's just that, whatever it is, your future spouse will be like, no, every kid deserves love. Every kid deserves to be accepted. And that is exactly what they're striving for. I wouldn't be surprised for some of you guys. It could even be that your future spouse even works in social service, where they are, taking care of kids and making sure that every child is getting the best in this world. Wow. And I feel like, considering how much your future spouse will love kids, I also feel like, they'll be one of those sincere workers, who are working for the sake of the children, not for the sake of money. Because these days we're all working for the sake of money, everybody just wants money. But your future spouse will be like, no, I have to make sure that the kids are living their best life, that they are happy. It's not even about the money for them. It is for the betterment and a bright future for the kids. And like I was saying, they just make everything better. Your future spouse will have the ability to make everything better. So let's see what else we have. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So I feel like with the Queen of Swords and the Three of Pentacles in reverse here, pile one, your future spouse might have been somewhat of a recluse, but not like that they chose to be that way, that they chose to cut themselves off from the world. It wasn't like that, but it was more like, the world hurt them a lot. They've been hurt a lot. That's why probably as a child they were hurt a lot. And, they had no support system. They really had to do everything by themselves, because of which, they understand the value of a childhood, and how every kid deserves to have the best kind of childhood. Maybe they understand that better because probably their childhood was stolen from them. They had to grow up too fast. They probably were the eldest sibling, and they had like a lot of younger siblings they had to take care of. So, they never got their own childhood. They didn't have the support that a child needed. And because of that, maybe that is why they're working so hard for the kids right now. They're doing their best to make sure that every child has the support that they need. Wow, I'm getting teary-eyed. just reading these cards and getting to know more about your future spouse is it's so hard to know just how difficult of a life they might have lived. But, the thing is that your future spouse, they did not give up in their childhood. They grew up. They kind of, let that pain, they learned from that pain. They allowed that pain to teach them the lesson that it needed to teach. and they learned and they grew up, and then they used that pain to become stronger. Yes, they didn't have the support they wish they did, but they understood that, okay, this is life, this is the hand I've been dealt with. So I didn't get the support I wanted, but I will make sure that, everybody else gets the support that they need. So, in that regard, I feel like your future spouse is going to be very, very supportive of you, of your children, whatever you want to do, pile one, whatever your wishes are, whatever your dreams are. I feel like your future spouse is definitely going to support you. They are going to do their best to make sure that your dreams come true. They will always cheer for you. Like, look at this. I mean, they're flying this kite with this photograph here. So this really tells, obviously, and whoever, like, this kite will go up into the sky, and whoever will see, they'll know, okay, there's this person there. So I just feel like, your future spouse will be they'll be amazing at, cheering you on, being your best cheerleader, and kind of letting the world know just how amazing you are. A lot of people are not able to do that, highlight, like, show off their future spouse, show off, and be so proud of them. I mean, your future spouse is going to be so proud of you guys that, they'll go everywhere. Like, suppose if you have a small business, right, pile one, you have a small business, and obviously your future spouse knows about it. So every time you go out, even if, like, your friends just invited you for dinner or barbecue, like, one day, right, your future spouse will go with you, and they will tell everybody there about your small business, and they will constantly highlight your, success, be it big or small. They will constantly highlight that, so that, everybody can come and support your business the way they do. Like, wow. Your future spouse seems like a dream, guys. They really do. But honestly, you guys deserve it. You guys deserve to have the best future spouse out there. I'm so glad that this person is going to be so supportive of you, and they are going to love kids. And I feel like they would love to have a family with you, obviously. Even if you're not able to have kids, you can easily adopt. Like, this person will, have that option ready, that, okay, it's okay if we're not able to conceive, we'll just adopt. Like, no problem whatsoever. They'll be more than happy, because for them it's about, saving that child's life, giving that child a good life, and, just making sure that every single child is safe. Everybody is going to be safe with your spouse. Your spouse is all about, they're all going to be about just making sure that every child is happy. They just I cannot even emphasize how much they love kids here. So let's see what else we have. We have a Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. Okay. All right. With the Moon here and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like, your future spouse, a pile one, they will have this innate ability, like this sixth sense sort of a thing, that, like, when it comes to complimenting someone. Like, suppose your spouse, future spouse, they just, you both are in the park, and your future spouse sees someone, or your future spouse just met you for the first time. You haven't told this person anything about yourself, but this person will have this sixth sense about exactly what to say to you. Like, they will be able to kind of, figure out all your strengths in just the first meeting. Like, they're probably very observant. They see more than what you want to show them. But the thing is that you cannot see as much as you want to see when it comes to them. Like, you will not be able to see the full picture, but they'll be able to see the full picture when it comes to you. They'll be talking to you. You'll be just talking casually about stuff, and all of a sudden they'll start making these observations about you. You might find that really creepy, and you might be like, are you psychic? How do you even know these things? It's just that they're very observant, and they're very perceptive. So because of that, and they're just gonna start highlighting all your qualities. You're like, I didn't even tell you that. I didn't even tell you that I'm into these things. I didn't even tell you that I have the ability to do these things. So how in the world do you even know them? It is because this person is going to be very perceptive. The way you eat, the way you treat others, they notice it all. You might not be aware of it, but they're noticing it all. They'll be noticing it all until they actually tell you that, okay, this is what you did. And you're like, did I really do that? I don't even remember saying those things. How do you even know that? So this person will have intuition, sixth sense, perception off the charts, really. On the other hand, with the moon here, we cannot ignore just the fact that, the moon has multiple phases, and every day is a new phase. You never know what you'll get with the moon. And I feel like with this person, it is going to be like that as well. This person will, one day you will see one face, the other day you will see the other face. And I feel like with the, how the moon slowly waxes and then wanes, right? So I just feel like, it will take you guys some time for your future spouse to open up to you fully. Like they'll start with a sliver, and then they'll share more of their stuff with you, more of their secrets with you, and then slowly with time, you guys, like, they'll open up to you. But don't just expect them to open up to you from the get-go. That's not going to happen. They are incredibly reserved. Like I was saying, they've been hurt in the past. They did not get that support which they needed, which they were looking for. And because of that, they've learned to live on their own. They've become highly independent. So it is, and obviously and considering we have the Queen of Swords here, even if they were in relationship, they were able to, look for that support. I feel like, even then, even in relationships, they got hurt. Maybe their partner, ex-person, they didn't support them how they wanted them to support. So because of that, it won't be easy for them to open up to you guys, but that doesn't mean it's never going to happen. The moon shows its full self, as days pass. So don't give up on them, pile one. It might get a little frustrating for you, and that is perfectly okay. But know that, this person has been through a lot, and, they deserve to have your patience and your understanding, because they are doing the same for you. They are supporting you so much, and yeah, I feel like they deserve the same. So let's see what else we have. Okay, we have 10 of Wands. And we have the Chariot. Okay, I feel like this person will have more than one career, I feel like. Probably this person's into, social work, or they're working with children, and then on the other hand, they might have a completely different profession or a source of income. They might have multiple sources of income with the Chariot here. I feel like, they're holding on. But the thing is that considering, like I was saying once again, since they didn't have that support that they wanted in life, they are used to doing things by themselves. So this really tells me that, don't be surprised when this person's all over the place. And I feel like they really will be all over the place. They'll be hanging on to life by a thread because they're doing so much. And the thing is that they don't even show it. They really won't even make you realize that they're going through so much. And considering we have the Chariot here, this is the card ruled by the sign of Cancer. Cancer is all about emotions. It's all about love, nurturing, all of those things. So I really feel like, when it comes to, I just feel like one of their profession definitely involves nurturing. And also with the Chariot here, it's just, how you are really holding on to two of these horses, really doing your best to hold on. So this really tells me that probably, and also with the 10 of Wands here, you guys can see these 10 of Wands are tied around this person. This tells me that probably your future spouse, a pile one, they might be a tad bit possessive. They might just nurture you or take care of you or be so protective of you that you might feel a little suffocated, but it's just their way of ensuring that you're safe. But obviously, considering, maybe you guys might not be used to that much, protection, it might make you feel suffocated. So obviously you will need to talk to them, explain things to them, work things out, because for them it's all about taking care of you. For them it's like, okay, you're they're taking care of you, they have to keep you safe, they have to make sure that you are taken care of in every way possible. It doesn't matter what gender you identify with, but for them it's all about, they'll be more than happy doing the housework and as well as earning the income for the house. They'll be more than happy to do that, but you also need to understand that it's a lot for them to do. And if they're trying to if they're getting too much, if their protection is getting too much, you always can talk to them. So let's see what else we have. We have the wall and we have the obstacles. We have sky dancers, we have surrender. Okay, so these two cards are telling me, okay, I've never seen this card before, but this card is telling me, like, obviously we have the wall, we have obstacles here. So this tells me that yes, your future spouse has had a difficult life. They had to go through a lot of obstacles stood in their way, but this person, God bless their soul, this person has been able to dance through the obstacles and become successful in life. The last card is adaptability. Of course, this person has adapted to their circumstances. They have made sure that they don't just stand down. Once they've understood their purpose, they were like, life is a dance. And probably this person will be really interested in dancing. This person might have a very flexible body as well. Probably they took some dance classes, or probably they just dance like as a personal hobby. But this person's they would love to dance, and probably you guys might just meet them in a dance class or something, or in a club where they're dancing, or you go with your friends to just dance, have a good time. But you might see that there are an incredible dancer, like those professional ones, choreographers, all of those things. They might be really into that, and they can adapt to literally any situation in life. No matter what obstacle stands in their way, they can do it. They can even dance on walls, like those spiders and stuff. They might be able to do that as well. All right. So pile one, this is all I'm getting in terms of your future spouse and their unique qualities. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see the unique qualities of your future spouse. We have the Devil, and we have the Chariot. Okay. So pile 2, I feel like you're one of the main quality, the first unique quality pertaining to your future spouse will be that either the first thing that I'm getting is that they are gonna be fond of sweet things. They will have a major sweet tooth, and they will either be working in a food joint, like they might be working as a chef, or they might be working at a restaurant or something. But either they'll be in the profession of food, or they'll just be obsessed with food. And I feel like when it comes to food, to be specific, I feel like they might be just into the sector of desserts. They might be creating desserts, or they'll just be really fond of desserts. Like desserts would be their favorite meal of the day. And I really feel like with the Chariot here, I feel like they'll be very fast at eating. Some people eat really fast, and some people are like, okay, they'll finish a plate in like 10 minutes. Your future spouse might do it in like 5 or 2 minutes. They'll be very fast at eating. And probably I'm also getting the message that they might have a really fast metabolism as well. Like it's constantly, that's why you're like, okay, you eat so much, But how come you're always hungry or something like that? It's because their body burns all that food really, really fast. So you'll always see them eating or something. And they might be like incredibly fond of food. They won't even be embarrassed if people are like, making fun of them that, oh, you're always eating or you eat so much. They won't even be embarrassed. They're like, yeah, so my body needs it. I need energy to function, so I will eat. So they will be incredibly fond of food, and their body is such that, it'll burn. They'll have a very fast metabolism. So let's see what else we have with your next two cards. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so pile two. Another thing that I'm getting with this Nine of Wands here, so you guys can see this person's like, doing some candle magic, some ritual. So they might be into these new age things. They might be interested in the occult. They might even practice a bit of witchcraft here and there. Nothing like to elaborate, but just like, as a hobby, just something on the down low, nothing too extensive. I mean, that's the message that I'm getting, that they'll do it as more of a hobby, rather than, as an act of service, that, oh, they're actually providing their service of spells and incantations and all of that stuff. They might just do it on more of a down low, but it's going to be something that they're interested in. So if you're someone interested in astrology, tarot, witchcraft, all of those things, then yep, you found your soulmate. You found your soulmate, because they are going to be interested in these exact same things. On the other hand, with the Queen of Pentacles here, you guys can see this couple they're like strolling through a meadow, kind of a park kind of a thing. So this really tells me that another unique quality to your future spouse will be that they will love to take walks in the park, and they will love to take you out with them. They're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go out for a walk all by myself. Don't bother, accompanying me, all of that. No, wherever they go, also with the Chariot here, they will take you with them. Like, they want you. They want your companionship. They want your company. They want your time. They want your attention. They want you around them all the time. You'll be like, can I get some time to myself? That's how you guys might feel if you're someone who values their privacy, who values their time, who just loves to be alone. If you're someone like that, let me tell you, your future spouse might just be the opposite, because they would love to be with you. They would love to go everywhere with you, literally everywhere, even if it's just going to the local grocery store to get like one item. They'll be like, no, you come with me. And you're like, can't you just go and get it? And they're like, no, I want you to come with me. So, and if you guys are going on trips, yep, you rest assured, regardless of your work, regardless of your life, this person will be like, no, let's go. I have to go to a work trip. You will have to come with me. This person will always, take you everywhere they go. This person will always, there's some spouse who just don't really involve the other person in their lives. Your spouse is not going to be like that. They will involve you in every aspect of their life. They will share stuff with you. They will, like I'm saying, go out with you wherever, even if it's a night out with their friends, even if it's a guy's night out or a girl's night out, this person will be like, no, you come with me. They will love that. I mean, they would appreciate it if you're with them. They would definitely do that. And on the other hand, I feel like with all these flowers here, I feel like probably, another thing about your future spouse is that they might be really interested in flowers. They might have a flower garden in the house, even if it's just a small one, but they'll make sure that they have flowers blooming in their house. Or they might just be someone who, works in the flower department, the horticultures and all of those things. They might have a profession regarding that. But yes, flowers will be like another major thing. Maybe if you visit their house, you'll see a lot of flowers, probably flower paintings, floral wallpaper, floral decorations, all of those things. You might just see a lot of flowers when it comes to them. All right, so let's see what other attributes they possess. Seven of Chalices. and the Ten of Swords. Okay. So, Ten of Swords, Seven of Chalices. This person has been betrayed a lot. They've suffered a lot of betrayal in their lives, pile two. I mean, when these two cards came, like this position of the spread came for pile one, it was more about their spouse not getting the support. But your future spouse has dealt with betrayal, a lot of betrayal, literally backstabbing people who just took advantage of them, who took advantage of their kindness. And because of that, I feel like this person will be highly doubtful of themselves and of their abilities. I mean, you might find this person, not being able to make a decision. You might see that if you guys are going to some store, your future spouse might have a hard time choosing a particular thing. Maybe that is why, you might feel as if, this is the reason why your future spouse is keeping you around, so that you can help them make a decision. But it's not just that. It's that they actually love your company and they want you with them. But yes, it'll help that if you're able to help them make a decision, because they're not sure. They've been backstabbed so many times. They've been betrayed by the people closest to them to such an extent that they have started to doubt themselves. So even if you present them with a bunch of options, they're not going to be able to, choose properly, or they'll take a really long time picking one thing because they're constantly doubting themselves. They're like, what if I pick this option? What if it's wrong? Maybe I should pick this one. What if this is wrong as well? So, because they don't trust themselves anymore, because of all the people who've betrayed them in the past, they no longer trust themselves. And I feel like that is where your role as a person, as the partner, comes into play, where you have to really help them realize just how powerful they are in their own selves. Yes, it's not going to be an easy thing to do, pile two, but considering how much this person loves you, and I do see a lot of love here, considering, look at this card. I mean, this is so red. And all these candles, I mean, this is giving me love, passion vibes. This person loves you so much. Like, I'm looking at these cards and I'm feeling so much love inside me that this person has for you. I can't even explain it, pile two, but I'm feeling a lot of love from this person for you guys. And, considering how much this person loves you, you love them enough to make them realize just how powerful they are. I mean, this is like this couple here. You guys are supporting each other. Yes, it might get a little frustrating for you that, oh my gosh, can't you just pick already? Can't you just make a decision? But you also need to understand that this person has no faith in themselves. They don't trust themselves at all, like at all. And that is why it's hard for them to pick, because they don't want to make the wrong decision, because the wrong decision will not only impact you, will not only impact them, but it will impact you just the same. So that is why, they're going to be really hesitant, and they'll take a long time making a decision, because they don't want to hurt you. They don't want the whole, result of their wrong decision to impact you. So they're just trying to protect you. They're trying to protect themselves. It is a lot that they're doing. They're doing a lot. There's a lot to handle for them. So yes, it might take some time, but be a little patient with them, pile two. And yeah, and I feel like just be very good at desserts, because they would just love desserts so much. All right, so let's see what the next two cards have to tell us about their unique attributes. We have Two of Pentacles, and we have Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, like I was saying, this person might not be very sure of themselves, but that's why, with the Two of Pentacles, obviously, with the Chariot here as well, they might have more than two sources of income, or there's gonna be the number two is gonna be very significant in their life, because we have Ace of Wands in reverse. So Ace is like the number one. With considering this is in reverse and the number two is like upright, this kind of is giving me the vibes that, the number two might be a very dominating number figure in their lives. They might have two of something, like they might have two jobs, they might have two houses, two cars, they might have a 2-bedroom apartment, they might have two siblings, two set of parents, grandparents, maybe two best friends, two pets in their house, something to do with the number two, or maybe their birthday is, on a day starting with two. They were born on the second day of something, second week of something. So the number two would be incredibly significant in their life. And of course, considering we're talking about their lack of confidence in themselves, we have Ace of Wands in reverse here as well. So this tells me that, no confidence in themselves. Every time they get a new idea, they think so much over it. They try to kind of figure out, they try to overanalyze it to the point where they lose the passion for it, they lose the interest in it. And if they start telling you all their ideas that they've gotten in the past, you will just be looking at them in shock, that how in the world are you not like a billionaire with like 1 million patents or something? That's the amount of ideas they get, and that's the amount of ideas they've rejected because they don't trust themselves. They think that whatever idea they get is stupid, it's not good enough, it's not innovative enough. But when they're telling you that, once I got this idea, just as a casual conversation, you guys are talking like in a park, you guys are sitting, and this person starts telling you that, this is what I was thinking of doing, and I've been thinking of doing this in the past, and you're like, you could be so rich right now having this as a patent, and having these kind of unique this unique idea can make you so rich. Like, how come you're not working on it? And the simple fact is that they don't trust themselves. That is where I feel like your role will be coming into play here, as here pile 2, where if you guys are wondering what can you do for your future spouse, you can help them realize their true power. You can help them be more confident in themselves. And honestly, I feel like that is exactly what your partner, your future spouse, will require from you. This unconditional love, this unconditional trust and faith. I mean, your partner, your future spouse needs that one constant in their life, this one constant person in their lives who they can trust, who they'll know that, yes, this person's not going to leave me, this person's not going to betray me. So that's what you have to give to your future spouse. That's what they will be expecting from you. That, this person's mine and this person's not going to betray me, because they've been through a lot, guys. They have been through a lot. And you can be the one to help them break out of this, mindset of that everybody is evil, everybody is going to betray me, everybody's going to leave me. You guys can literally, you have the power to help your future spouse and really help them succeed, because the more you start encouraging them, the more you start to make them realize just how smart and talented and beautiful and gifted they are, the more, they'll start to kind of understand their power, and the more they'll start to work on it. So guys, be prepared, okay? Okay, we have a Queen of Swords. And we have the Sun. See, you have to kind of, help them realize their true power. Yes, they have been betrayed, and you understand that. But the point is that you need to keep encouraging them. You need to have that positive attitude, because your future spouse might, there will be some days where your future spouse will not be feeling their best. They will not be feeling their best. And that those days might be difficult, but that is the essence of a relationship. No matter the good days, no matter the bad days, you guys stick together, you work through those issues, and you are there for each other no matter what. And be it your good days, be it their good days, or their bad days, or your bad days, your future spouse is there with you. Like, this person will be there with you. And I feel like during your bad days, pile 2, if you're going through a bad day, I'm so sorry, guys, still recovering from that sore throat. Sorry. So even if you're going through a bad day, your person is going to encourage you so much. Your future spouse, they'll just turn into a child if it'll get you to smile, because this person always wants you smiling. This person will become the sun for you when you're going through dark times. Normally you will be like, oh my gosh, this person is so scattered. You might feel that way about them, with the 7 of Cups here. You might feel as if their energy is scattered, that they're not focused. But when you're not okay, pile 2, this person will turn into the sun for you. Like, they'll be so positive, they'll start goofing around, they'll do whatever it takes to get you to smile, because you are their sun. And when their sun is not shining, of course they want their sun to shine. So they have this incredibly positive attitude as well. Despite the darkness that they've been through, they have a very positive attitude towards life. You might see it at times, you might not see it at times, but that doesn't mean it's not there. This person has been through a lot. I mean, look at this. We have Queen of Swords. If this person didn't have a positive attitude towards life, this card wouldn't have shown up for them. This card means, that they dealt with their pain. They successfully, kind of worked through it, and they came out of it stronger and having a brighter perspective in life, and that is why they are like this. They're still going strong. They might have some self-confidence issues, they might have some self-esteem issues, but the thing is that it could have been worse. It could have been so much worse for them, but it wasn't. They kept that positive attitude going. They kept smiling. They might be very good at making jokes as well. They might have a very good sense of humor, which will just, every time you're with them, you are having a good time. They're making sure that you're laughing, that you're enjoying yourselves. Oh my God. Let's see what their final attributes are. We have Crown Games, right? Use of power. We have Lost Compass, getting back to integrity. And we have Gathering around, the power of community. See, that's the thing. This person, your future spouse, wants you with them because, you are home to them. This person will treat you like their home. We have Lost Compass here. I mean, whenever this person feels lost, this person will come to you. Your future spouse will come to you. They will hug you. I can see this stuff in my head, guys. I'm not even making this up. But this person will come, they will hug you, and they'll just, just hug you and hold you, and you're just like, okay, what just happened to you? It might be that sudden, but it is because they felt lost, and you are their home. You are, you are their North Star, you are their North direction. Every time they're like, okay, you're lost, look for North, right? Something like that. So you are their compass. With you, they know where they're going. They have that sense of direction. And that is why, it's like your companionship, your, having you in their life is so, so important to them. They value you. They'll value you so much, pile 2. I can't even begin to explain it. They'll value you so much. And obviously we have the Crown Games. We have the right use of power. So this really tells me that they'll have a really sharp mind. Like I was saying, they'll come up with a billion amazing ideas. their ideas can literally make them so powerful, but they're not someone who will be very egotistic and who will think very highly of themselves. They're not going to be like that. They'll be very humble. Even if they're super successful, they're millionaires, billionaires, they'll still be incredibly humble. And every time, if somebody comes and compliments them, they'll be like, they'll have a hard time even taking that compliment, and they'll try to give somebody else credit, because they're just not okay with taking those compliments. I mean, yeah. All right, so pile 2, this is all I'm getting for you guys in terms of your future spouse and their unique qualities. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see the unique attributes of your future spouse. So we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the 10 of Chalices in reverse. Okay, so pile 3, the first thing that I'm getting, the first unique attribute of your future spouse, the first thing that I'm getting for them is that they will have a very unorthodox view about marriage. They might not be interested in marriage, or even if they're interested in marriage, it's not going to be like the traditional kind of interest. They might be more comfortable having a companion, like having, like you guys are living together, but they might not be very fond of, going through a ceremony and having that, being traditionally married. It could be because of their past. They might not have good views on marriage, or their childhood kind of shaped their views on marriage. But with the Queen of Wands here, I feel like the main reason your future spouse might not be interested in marriage is because they're gonna be highly independent, like really incredibly independent, because Queen of Wands is like incredibly independent. This queen is all about doing the work by herself, and she's just like, she knows her power. She doesn't need to prove anything to anybody. So your future spouse will be like, why do we have to show the world that we're married? Why do we need to do that? We can just be together. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. So even if you guys do end up getting married, it might be like a very you guys might just get married in court or something. Your future spouse might be like, I don't want people coming in. I don't want anybody seeing this sacred bond that we are getting into. They might have this kind of a unique perspective when it comes to marriage. So or even if they are interested in marriage, they'll be like, okay, either they'll want a small wedding, nothing too fancy, or they'll want a very unique wedding, like one of those themed weddings, a very specific themed weddings, like a Christmas wedding or a Gothic wedding or something, like there might be some theme to that wedding. So there might be like that, something very different. And they might, or it's that when you guys are getting married, they might want to do something different, have some different rituals when you guys are getting married. Or it could be that they'll be like, okay, let's just get married in a very unique place, very different place. But it's just when it comes to marriage, it's going to be something unique is going to happen in terms of your, future spouse's preference. So let's see what else we have. We have 8 of Chalices, and we have Knight of Wands. Okay. So this one with the 8 of Chalices and the Knight of Wands, this person, I feel like I was saying, with the Knight of Wands here, we've got another independence card coming in. Yep, this person will value their independence, and they will be like, you know what, I'd rather not. And probably I feel like this person might be someone who doesn't like to, have a lot on their plate. They might be that kind of a person, they might just focus on 1 or 2 things at one point, but they will do their best not to kind of, deal with a lot of different things at the same time. How as adults, We are dealing with our social lives, problems in our social life. We're dealing with problems in our personal lives, problems in our profession, problems in our love life. There are just so many things that we're dealing with as adults. But your future spouse, this person is going to be so unique. This person is going to be like, you know what? If my social life, my personal life, and my career are having problems, I'm just gonna focus on one area of my life. I am not gonna stress about all three of those areas because I'm not gonna bother with that. This person will walk away from all the problems. I mean, they'll just ignore that problem until, they're dealt with either one aspect or the problem just gets too big until they can't ignore it anymore. So they might have that quality to them where they're like, no, I'm just gonna focus on my career. I'm gonna make sure my career is okay before I move on to the problems in my personal life, and I'm gonna fix those, and then I'm gonna move on to. They're not gonna be able to juggle all of the problems at one moment. They are not going to do that. They're like, I don't want that stress in my life. They'll be very big on self-care as well. And I feel like with this Knight of Wands, you guys can see these candles here. There's this small table. So I feel like they'll be very big on taking you out on dates, taking you out to dinner. They would love to do that. And to a romantic setting, they might be very big on romantic settings. You guys can see there's this a forest here. The couple is sitting here, and then we also have this another romantic setting here with the candles and the table. So they'll be big on romance, but it's just that they don't want to show it to the world. They do not want to show their feeling or how they feel about you. They just want that to be with you. They want you to understand that they love you. They don't care. They couldn't care less whether the world how the world views them. They couldn't care less about it. As long as you know that this person, that your future spouse loves you, that's all they care about. So even if you're like, no, my family would love it if, we did this, they're like, I don't care what your family thinks. I only care about what you think. So there might be like that. I mean, they would try to accommodate you. I mean, your wishes, like if it involves other people, they would try, but they're not going to like it. They're not going to be comfortable with it. Because they just want to be with you. Their whole goal, whatever, is to be with you and to kind of make you understand how much they love you. Your understanding, your trust, your faith is all that matters to them. Your love is all that matters to them. They are not interested in, whether the world likes them or not. The world can hate them. The world can have all sorts of views about them. They don't care. They're like, I don't care. I'm walking away from this. I don't care what the world thinks. Some people might like me. I don't even care about that. Some people might not like me. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. As long as you like them, pile 3, as long as you love them, that's all they care about. You are their focus. Your love is all that matters to them. Nothing else, nobody else. And if they're someone who had a lot of exes, ex-partners, no. You really don't even have to worry about them having any contact with their exes. They are not. Once they walk away, they walk away. They can be really cold in that manner. You might be like, you're cold, especially when when they're telling you that they don't care what the world thinks about them. You might be like, you're a cold person, and that person's like, doesn't matter. They'll be warm towards you, but I feel like towards everybody else, they're gonna be like incredibly cold. Make of it what you will, guys. All right. So we have 4 of Swords, and we have 8 of Swords. Okay. So I feel like with your future spouse, pile 3. This person, I feel like the reason they're all about this, couldn't care less kind of attitude, the devil may care attitude that they might have. It's because, they are looking for that freedom. They want that freedom. They feel trapped either inside of themselves, or they feel trapped because of the restrictions the society puts on them. The society has a lot of rules for us. And there are some things that are acceptable. There are some things that are not acceptable. and your future spouse is not going to be okay with that. That is why, like I was saying, they're going to be incredibly unorthodox. They are going to be all about doing things their own way. They couldn't care less how people are uh, viewing them. They don't care, because they want to be free. They want to be free of the shackles of society. They are like, no, I will not let anybody dictate my moves. I will do whatever I want, because they feel trapped. Maybe because maybe in their childhood, they had strict parents who constantly told them what to do. Maybe they were sent to boarding school or something that, they had to comply with a lot of rules. Maybe they spent some time even in the military, because in the military there are a lot of rules. So, but yeah, so maybe, that is why they feel so trapped, and that is why, they're like this, they're all about doing things their own way. They're all about marching to the beat of their own drum. They're all about just doing things in their own unique way. Some people find it incredibly weird. They might even have a weird preference in food, which you'll be like, I can't believe you like this, but they'll be like, yeah, I do. But it's their, we're talking about unique attributes, but I feel like your spouse is just unique, I cannot just pinpoint one or two things that are going to be unique about them, because I feel like their entire personality, their entire energy is so incredibly unique. They really don't care about society and what people think is okay or what people think is the norm. And because of that, they're all about, they can easily accept anyone. Nothing is weird for them. Even if you think that, oh, you're really weird and that nobody's going to accept you because you like things a certain way or you like certain things, this person is going to accept you, because this person will be able to connect with that weirdness. You guys can be weird together. Literally, you guys can be weird together. All right. And I just feel like probably this person with the Four of Swords here, this person would love to take breaks. Like I was saying, they're not gonna deal with a lot on their mind. Like, they will make sure that they don't have a lot to do. All right. And they would love to take breaks in between. Probably, if they have a job, they will be like that person, who makes sure to take one day off, if whenever possible, when they know that, okay, they can take a day off and not get in trouble for it. And that's the kind of person your future spouse will be like. They will definitely take that day off. And yeah, so, they might love to do that because they want that rest, they want that break. They want to be away from people. They're like, no, I just want to be by myself, just want to be with my partner, and that's it. Let's see what else we have. Oh, we have Knight of Pentacles in reverse and Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this really tells me pile 3, that considering how unique your future spouse is and how different they are from society, they might have a hard time attracting opportunities. They might have a hard time making money, because what they're doing is so unique. Like, even if they have their own business, even if they have a YouTube channel, or they're writing books or something of that sort, like even if they're just working for themselves, their work is so unique, that it's hard for others to kind of see the beauty. Like, not everybody can appreciate the beauty that your future spouse is going to be. That's a given. With all this, it'll take a certain someone to appreciate this person. And I feel like that certain someone is you. That's why this file is for you. Not everybody will be able to see this diamond that's there for you. They will not be able to view this person as a diamond. They'll see this person as something else, but they'll not be able to value this person because they just don't see it. It takes a certain eye to see this kind of beauty that your future spouse is going to be. And I feel like you guys are either lucky, you guys are either blessed, or God has made you just as unique, and maybe that is why your future spouse is going to be just as unique as you guys are. And like, so their art will be so different, so unique, that it might be a little difficult for them to attract opportunities. It might be difficult for them to progress. Everybody has their own timeline of progress. Some people progress faster than others, some slower than others, but that doesn't mean that they don't progress. So I just feel like, with your future spouse, one major theme in their life is going to be that of delays. They get their success after a while, where some people get success immediately, they might be getting it later in life. So that might really make them feel confused. It might kind of frustrate them. It might make them want to give up on whatever it is that they're doing, despite the fact that they love what they do. In the end, they need money and it's hard to come by. But the thing is that, and it's not just that right now, like, okay, you guys got married and that's how things are happening. No, it's just that whenever in their life they've tried to do something, or whatever phase they've been in their life, things have come to them with delays. Probably they have a strong Saturnian influence on their birth chart. Probably they're heavily ruled by Saturn. Maybe that is why, things are delayed for them. Success is delayed for them, but that doesn't mean it won't come. It's just that, it'll come at a later time. So I'm not trying to scare you, but I want you to know that, just because, that success is not there yet, that doesn't mean it's never going to be there, or that, you guys will be starving or something. That's not what I'm saying here. Your partner, like I was saying, your partner will be able to do things, they'll just be incredibly unique and they'll be incredibly romantic. And I just feel like once you guys are together, you guys can honestly overcome literally anything. Literally anything. And it's all about being free rather than having like so much money. I mean, you guys will have it. It's just your partner will have to find unique ways of earning money. All right, so let's see what else we have. We have 10 of Pentacles. See, like I was saying, the success will come just at a later time, because we have 3 of Wands in reverse here. But this card is your indicator. This is your confirmation that success will come. All right. Then we have 7 of Swords. Okay. Okay, this is giving me some other. Okay. How I was saying your future spouse might come from a strict family, might have a lot of rules, all of that. We have 7 of Swords and we have 10 of Pentacles. This tells me that there might be some hidden wealth coming from the family to you guys. There might be some hidden inheritance, which, your future spouse might not even be aware of, but just one day it just comes to you guys. And next thing you guys are super rich, and you guys are successful. You have nothing to worry about. You guys can literally pursue whatever career you want. And you guys are once again, free and independent. You have the money. And this 10 of Pentacles definitely telling me that, it'll happen. It'll come. And 10 of Pentacles is also about family. It is about, warmth and security. And 7 of Swords, your future spouse, pile 3. They will provide you with so much security. And like I was saying, they want to, they don't care about the world. They don't care about showing off to the people. They don't care about, they don't care if people are seeing you as a happy, loving, secure person, in their marital life. They don't care about, your partner will not care what people view you as. Their love, their security, all of that, they'll show it to you and only you. They'll show it behind closed doors. They'll show it only when you guys are, safe within the walls of your own home. They might not be very big on PDAs because they don't care what people think. Or even if they do want to kind of love you in public, they'll do it without a care in the world. You'll be like, people are watching, you shouldn't do this. But that person will be like, I don't care. I want to love you, I'm going to love you. You know, that's how that person is going to be. No care. No care of the world whatsoever. All right, so let's see what else we have. Your final cards. Talking about in the hand, the universe is your answer. Many masks, the authentic self. Dragons who are protecting the future. Many masks, the authentic self. See, I told you, this person's all about being free, expressing themselves in the best way they can, expressing. They don't like, that's the thing, you know, they don't like restrictions. They don't like being forced to be someone they're not. They don't like that. That is why, you know, it's so frustrating for them. That is why they do things. They are deviant. They would be like, you know, they'll do things differently on purpose just so they can feel free in themselves, you know, because for them, they want to show their true selves to the world. They want to live their authentic self. They don't want to live with a mask on every day, be it inside or outside the house. Wherever they go, they're like, no, I want to just show this person who I really am. If they like me, fine. If they don't like me, I couldn't care, you know. And in the end, the universe is your answer. This really tells me that your future spouse will have a very strong connection with the universe. Like I was saying, even if you guys are struggling, pile 3, financially, in any sense of the word, the universe will come to your aid. 10 of Pentacles, the universe will come to your aid. And you're like, how in the world is this happening? You'll be like, you can clearly see your partner's struggle. But at the same time, your partner will not be suffering as one expects them to suffer. You know, when you're struggling financially, when you're struggling with the lack of opportunities, people can see it. And people know that this person is struggling. Your future spouse will be struggling, but you cannot see it. You're like, this person is doing okay. They have money. We have money. Where is the struggle? Somebody tell me. It's because the universe loves them so much. It's because of their connection to the universe that, you know, the struggle is not seen. The struggle is not palpable. It's not there because the universe is helping. The universe is giving them the money. It is helping to provide for you guys, you and them. And wow, lucky people. Your spouse will be one lucky person, guys. And then we have protecting the future. Yeah, you know, this person's with these cards, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and along with protecting the future, I'm getting the vibe that, you know, this person might even go as far as to hide some of their wealth from you because they want to, not because they want to keep secrets from you or they want to keep the wealth from you. It is because you know, they want to protect the future. They want you to be safe in the future, regardless. Like if something happens, God forbid, if some emergency pops in, you know, this person needs to make sure, your future spouse will make sure that, you know, you guys are safe, you guys are taken care of, you both are protected. They might tell you, they might even tell you like secretly that, okay, this is the amount of money we have, don't tell anyone. They might have they might even have a bank account, you know, like you guys might even have a bank account, which your future spouse might have some restricted access. They might just restrict the access to that account because they're like, no, we cannot just spend this money. This is our safety. This is our security when we will need it, you know, those kind of things your future partner might engage in. So this is all I'm getting for you guys, pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.